No, thanks for your time, man.
Yep.
Like I said, I just try and get to know my neighbors and
Mm-hmm.
just ask them a couple questions, have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But I start out, Noah, where were you born and where were you raised?
I was born in Red Bluff, California, and I was raised in Martinez, California,
Okay.
and moved over to Moraga. Yeah, that's about it.
You said Red Bluff?
Yeah, Red Bluff, California.
Is
She's
that
near Redding.
northern or southern?
Northern.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And what was your home life like?
It was good. I was adopted. My dad's an OBGYN and my mom's a nurse practitioner. Dad was at work a lot, but every week we go to the Cal Bears games, and I played sports growing up, so it was good. It was rough though, and then after high school it got really rough before I got sent to boarding schools and wilderness camps and stuff. Lost a lot of trust with my parents, and not that I lost contact with them, I just lost a lot of confidence through started being not comfortable at home, because when I was adopted I already had that problem with needing being abandoned and stuff. So when my parents gooned me and sent me away, it sparked something inside me that started where I just started. There's no trust with them, and then going to the wilderness program was just the start of being comfortable with being outside.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why did they send you there?
I think they were worried, extremely worried. I started smoking weed really early, 8th grade. I mean, nowadays weed's a lot more normal and stuff, normalized even through high schoolers and stuff. Parents have really leaned off of it. I think it was that the age of the shifting and everything was a lot different between the early 2000s, hated and oh, no, a kid can't be doing this, look where they're gonna go, rather than nowadays okay, this is normal. And it was unfortunate in my circumstances that the understanding between that and hardcore drugs was the thing that sparked me getting into this type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
So.
And you had siblings? Are there other
I
kids in the
have
house?
a sister. I have an adopted sister. My dad's real daughter, Fatima. She's 31, doing amazing. And then I have a birth family out here. I have a little brother. He's 18. I have a little sister. She's just got into her second year now of high school. And then I have an older brother who's in prison for life.
You say you have a birth family out
Yeah.
here? What is that? I'm confused about that. What does that mean?
My birth mom, when I just reconnected with my birth mom, when I turned 18, my parents thought I'd be ready for it. And I thought so too. It ended up being one of the big reasons I'm also disconnected too. But it's really hard, honestly, because not understanding how important it is for somebody to be there for my younger siblings right now, because they're going through the same things I am, and I should be there for them through their struggles right now, because they're going through the same things I was, and influential people around you, popularity issues, who they want to be in this world. It's been really hard for me because I'm trying to figure out still who I am. So it's kind of I wasn't ready for it. And I don't regret it. I just feel indifferent about it. How am I gonna do better in their life? Because I'm still struggling in my life, and if I do into their life, how can I even be a positive influence on them?
Right. And where are they?
They're in Federal Way.
Okay, so it's in the area more or less.
Yeah.
I'm curious, when you're 18 and you met your real mom, what was that like? And was that your choice? I want to meet my birth mom.
I'd always wanted to meet my birth mom. I felt it was always a part of me that I felt missing. One thing I wasn't really ready for was that my mom doesn't, I'm the only one of the kids that doesn't know who their dad is, so
Okay. So you met your birth mom, you don't know who the dad is.
And my mom's she's an alcoholic, and she does drugs, so when I came out here I was just about to turn 19, and I was just getting off of, like, I was just really doing weed and like probably coke and all that type of stuff. And then my mom introduced me to where it got me more into the lifestyle, like clear and doing daytime. And so I felt almost like this. She almost hated me for a sense. And I come back to see her this time, like, so she like put a lot of things on me, like she put my brother going to prison on me, and
Wow.
and she started feeding me the drugs, like would just like, in a sense, not like forcing on me, but like wouldn't like do it as a motherly thing. Of like, no, what the hell, I'm not gonna do this shit for you. It was more like, here, I'll give you all this stuff. Here, you just say, all right, have a good day, like pushing it on you. So I grew really deeper into this stuff where I ended up starting shooting up, and it was really bad. I got to this point in my life I was like 168 pounds, like really like, I just look at myself in the mirror and I'm usually a very well-to-do athlete. I've played for Atavis, sponsored by Atavis for almost 2 years. Traveled all over the world for rugby, and just to go down this like, not even a small slope, but a steep slope, extremely fast, was it helped me out in the end to see myself like that, because like, I said enough, quit clear, then went back to California. I got addicted to opiates.
Oh, gotcha.
Really
So
bad.
So how long were you with your mom? Did you like hang out with your mom?
About 8 months.
Okay, and then when you went back to California, did that open the floodgates to like substances?
Well, the substance, I don't even opened it when I came out here, like to clear. I didn't do any opiates. But when I came out to California, they were just getting hit by the fentanyl.
Oh, gotcha.
The whole fentanyl thing, and I was sober for 6 months before I got into opiates, and I got hit heroin, and I loved it. It was awful and awesome at the same time. And I freaking ended up going through a really rough phase with my parents, where like they would not so much accept it, but like they didn't want me to be out there, so they ended up buying stuff for me, and it was like they like enabled it, and it was like probably the worst thing they could have done, instead of like stepping down and like saying, no, this is enough.
So you went back and lived with your parents, then started doing heroin, and they started buying the heroin to kind of, I guess, police
be
it.
here
At
at my house and do it here.
Right.
You know, because like if you're out there, you could die. Like at least we can be there for you. Like,
Right.
so like, but my mom did like the hardest thing a mother could do. Was, I'm so grateful for her to this day. Like, she brought me to the hospital. This is right before I started being sober for almost a year, and my mom did the hardest thing any mother could do, which was stand there and have me cuss at her and call her all these awful names, like, because I'm so dope sick and wanted to get dope. But she said, no, this is enough. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna fucking put an end to this. And she ended up taking my first 8 milligram dose of is it Suboxone? I think it's Suboxone, yeah. And it cleared it up pretty fast for me, like almost like within 30 minutes. It was just shitty when I came out here, pretty bad.
Yeah, so my next question was, when did you come
About
back
a year later, I came back out here, and I became sober, just smoking weed, and then I ended up back out towards my mom's spot, and come on, checking her, and I seen some old friends and old friends here too, and I got addicted to heroin again, and then didn't quit, then moved to blues, then to fentanyl, and then like tried to quit, and Suboxone doesn't work anymore. So, because it's way stronger than heroin is. It's not an actual substance, it's man-made. So it's
synthetic, right?
Yeah.
And so, what is your drug of choice now?
I just do blues and clear, but I'm currently in a phase right now. My parents just got my first apartment, not like with the city, but I pay $600 a month. My parents pay about $500 of it. I pay $100 a month.
So right now?
Yeah.
Oh, so right now you're in an apartment.
The deal with this is, next month I'll enter myself into a program to get sober, because I'm 24 years old, and I'm still very athletic and very fast, and I want to get back into sports a lot. So I'm just tired of this lifestyle. I've lost In the last 2 years, I went through about $20,000 worth of phones. Phone after phone after phone after phone. Losing everything I had. One of the biggest things was I came out here. When I did come out here the first time, I was in DVC, Diablo Valley College, and I had a computer. I was doing online classes, and they stole my computer. And in college, as you know, in college, you can't lose your credits and go back and be like, hey, can I get this back? You're fucked. And like, so when I lost that, it was like the beginning of the worst part.
Yeah. So you have 30 days. So, I mean, at the end of the month? Or something
Yeah. 30, no, I'll start. I believe I said I was going to go in 2 weeks before my birthday, which is October 29th.
So you'll be 25. It's rehab.
Yeah.
And then what's the plan?
When I get out, I'm going to go start new somewhere else. Probably go out to I might go back to California. I have a girlfriend right now. We've been together 3 years now. And so we're both going to go to a program and get out and be sober and do this shit right.
So you have this desire to pivot.
Absolutely, yeah. It's burning inside of me because I know this isn't me. I just everybody has to go on their own little journey and go through make their own mistakes, which I'm so grateful that I went through this. Even though I've been to jail and prison, I just really grateful that I went through this and learned the hard way, because I feel like if I didn't learn this hard way and go through this, I wouldn't be as strong as I am today.
Yeah, there's something to that for sure. I hear you, man. Yeah. You're still in contact with your parents?
Oh yeah.
Because they're paying the $500. So
my dad's awesome.
Nice.
He's an amazing person.
Yeah.
Really grateful and lucky to have him in my life. My dad's 68. My mom's 74. Yeah.
Noah, is there something you'd want to say to the people of Seattle?
I'm sorry. I'm learning and I'm growing and I made mistakes that, not that I wish that I can't take back. More like that I'm going to be better for the community, and when I do come back, I'm going to show a different side of me that everybody does know I have, and that I'm a loving person and I do care about people.
Yeah, right on, man. In my mind, I'm thinking, you know what? In 6 months or a year, I'm going to reconnect with you.
Different
We're
side.
going to talk again.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I have to get your phone number.
Yeah. Well, we connect on Instagram.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, man. Let's keep it going.
Absolutely.
Anything else? Anything else you want to add?
Gotta do more. Can't say stuff and expect it to change. Gotta do more of a physical job. I've seen everybody out here, and some people, they're doomed to make their own mistakes, but there are people out here that want to make a difference, and you just gotta look for them and help those people out, and those people eventually will see growth in themselves, and other people will see that it is possible, because people like us, who go through this area, a lot of us out here are very smart people who just have been unfortunately been through fucking traumatic issues and traumatic fucking problems that takes more than just you're a fucking drug addict, you suck, you don't do nothing for us, you're useless. No, it's not about that. It's more about hey, how can I help you to change that hidden standard of humanity into more of a love, passionate way of understanding that we're all humans.
That's right. Yeah, I think something you said earlier that just
Look, please don't. He's only doing, he's been abused. Bullshit. So you know better than anybody what. Bullshit, man.
That's why me and the dogs need to put down. If he's biting people and bit him on his arm. Look, see his hand bleeding? My bad.
No, man. It's just part of what's happening, right?
Yep.
But something you said earlier, this is not me. But I feel like man, this is not me. And some people I don't see that in. Some people are it's just different. Everyone's at different spaces.
Yeah.
But this is not me. I'm going to shift. I'm going to pivot.
Yeah. It's time to pick up where I was left at.
Yeah.
In a minute. I know who I am. I know who I am eventually. I know who I can be,
right.
and what I'm capable of.
That's right.
I just gotta not believe. I just got to do.
Yeah. And you know, it's like people cope in all kinds of different ways. Drugs is one of many things people cope with.
Yeah.
You know, alcohol, caffeine, movies, video games, sex,
Jobs.
Right. It's
Everything's
like,
addictive.
That's right. And it's just like, man. Well, right on, man. Thanks for your time, Noah.
No problem.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna grab a couple pictures.
Sure.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.